And anybody, not just Navy SEALs, but anybody that can accomplish anything that is hard.
It's always tempting to take the easy way out when you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But great things never come easy. How can you make sure you don't fall into that trap? Don't let others' perception of you prevent you from achieving great things. Hold yourself accountable. You can't blame anyone for your failures, so you need to own them. Others can't always save you, so you need to save yourself. Work hard to make sure you can be self-reliant. Take note of what you need to accomplish and start taking action. When you learn to get to work, you can only get better. Refuse to stay the same so that you never become stagnant. When you think you are working hard but don't see results, you can only keep putting in the work and do more. Stop telling yourself that you're doing enough until you can't possibly do anymore. It's about being driven to the point of being obsessed. At that point, you stop making excuses and find your passion.
Much better life if I just would have just suffered a little bit more.
Look at yourself in the mirror. There will be no magic moment that will fix your life. So look for what needs to be done and do it. Hardships will affect your life, but you need to jump out of your comfort zone to overcome them to meet your goals. You won't always like the advice that you get. Don't try and make yourself into someone else. Look inward and discover who you are. Find out what you really want and what you are really passionate about. Let that passion speak for you. The only way you will ever get to the other side of your journey is by suffering. You have to see what your journey is to start that journey. When you reach a fork in the road in your life, don't allow yourself to take the easy path. True happiness will always lie at the end of the difficult road.
However I'm being judged, whoever's judging me, to look at me and say, I did not. I was joining the military. I went to the recruiter. He said, hey, you can take an ASVAB test. And I heard test, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? So a letter came in the mail a week after I failed my second ASVAB test. And it said pretty much, your son's gonna flunk out of school. My mom was like, hey, you know what, you're gonna flunk out. That was her only advice to me because she was so stressed out from her personal life. And that's when I invented the accountability mirror. The accountability mirror was, my life, I blamed everybody. And a lot of people had a lot to do with my failures, but it's now mine to own. I had to start owning this myself because my father wasn't coming back. The people that called me names weren't coming back. Nothing was coming back to save me. So I realized I had to save myself. And I said, you know what? I have to make changes. And that's when I invented the accountability mirror, where I started putting down, I'm not smart. And I put a sticky note, I'm this, I'm that. And my mirror was full of sticky notes. And every day I went through and I tried to kind of like solve these problems.
And I think one message that all these people listening is, they have no idea how much we all want to quit. I think that's the thing about it. Well, I think that's the thing about it, man. Even today at 23 years old, every day I'm 23 years old, man, I wake up, man, I want to quit. I want to retire. Every day of my life. So that's the thing about, man, you don't get to some higher in your mindset, where it's just set in stone and you're good to go. No.
It's about being driven almost to the point where you're obsessed. Because when you get to that point of being driven and possibly obsessed, you no longer care if it's 30 degrees outside. That wind chill hits your face, you feel it, you might go back inside, but to get more clothes on to go outside. So you have to find that passion, that purpose of your life. It's different for everybody. We are always, a lot of us are waiting for this magical thing to happen and fix our lives. Like, for instance, a lot of things damaged my life. It wasn't just all me. It's your dad, it's your mom, it's your childhood, it's being bullied. It's so many things that we all have a story. But what happens is we're always sitting in, I call it poopy pants. Poopy pants. We're all sitting back, woe is me, kicking rocks down the street. We're waiting for some magical miracle to happen to get fixed. And that's not going to happen. You have to do that. You have to face all these things because they're not all yours to own. Well, how you do it first is, I call it the accountability mirror. When I was 16, 17 years old, I went to this mirror, looked at myself in the mirror, and I saw a person that I wasn't proud of. You have to call yourself out. I want to be proud of myself, but you have to call yourself out in a way that's not kind. We live in a very kind, gentle world. We have to find the right words for situations. Well, my biggest advice to him is that, first of all, he won't like what I say to him, because I'm gonna say the exact opposite of what today's world is saying. So we read a bunch of books nowadays. As humans, we wanna find out how to be someone else. What we don't do is we don't go inside. So literally turn yourself inside out. Read the book like we're writing a book every day of our lives, but we never read that book. So what I would challenge this young man or young woman to do is you have to look inside of yourself to see what you really want. What are you passionate about? We use these words and these little phrases of only the strong survive and all this other crap. I get so tired of hearing people just talking. Like right now, someone may think Goggins is just talking. You don't know me. I speak from passion. I speak from experience. I speak from suffering. I have to tell this young man or woman that the only way I believe, and this is my experience in life, the only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. And some people will get it and some people won't. But they have to see what their journey is to start their journey. Several people live to be 100 years old and they have great lives and they have great kids. Their kids go to college and all sort of stuff. But somewhere in their life, there was a point where they had a decision to make. They can go left or right on this path. Left was the easy route. Right was the hard route. A lot of people take the easy route.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.